Hey everyone, it's Lisa, and today's vocal technique tip to bring into your vocal practice is to bring an awareness and a curiosity about vowel sounds into your practice. So one of the simplest ways to do this is to take an exercise and alternate between two vowel sounds. And I suggest to begin with, starting with a pure vowel sound rather than a diphthong. So a diphthong is a single syllable where we glide from one vowel to another, but all in one syllable. We do this a lot in American diction. So we might say snow and we go O, kind of ending with a W or an oo shape, really, linguistically. So for now, to start with, I suggest think about more pure vowels, the Italian or Spanish vowels that maybe you've sung, or Latin vowels. So let's start with comparing ah and e. So if you take ah, the tongue is fairly neutral, fairly relaxed. And on e, the tongue is doing a little bit of a sit-up. So if you compare these, and it's helpful to use a mirror, I, see if you can get any of the jaw to relax, any of that jaw action to relax, and just let the tongue be the main articulator that changes. Articulators are our teeth, lips, tongue, jaw, the things in our mouth that change the mouth shape. So again, if you alternate slowly, notice that tongue moving up and down, up and down. And then you can add pitch to it in whatever octave works for you. Or you can do the other way. Using a mirror. And seeing if you can really be aware of what's going on in the articulators. And are you doing as much as necessary, as little as possible? We could do it with other vowels. What about comparing ah and oo? How about? So we have ah, oo, ah, oo. The tongue is fairly neutral on both. There's a little bit of a curvature on the oo that you might feel slightly. We don't want to exaggerate that and have the tongue get super narrow, because that can get in the way of other things in our voice. So again, as much as necessary, as little as possible. But the main difference, right, are those lips. Ah, ooh, ah, ooh. Ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, or ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh. Ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh, ah, ooh. You can do this with any vowel that you want. Again, I suggest starting with this pure vowels rather than diphthongs, because the goal is to compare. But when you do this, right, you can take a really simple exercise that we've all done a million times, the 5-note up and down, and now your brain is really working and your body is really learning something. You're getting that visual information in through the mirror, you're getting the tactile sensory information, from your nervous system, and you're starting to map that. And if you notice that there's some overactivity, you might feel it or you might see it, right? Over opening, right? Or the jaw working harder. Or if maybe you feel that oo is really tight, you might feel tension or hear tension. Or you might see, whoa, I'm actually not rounding. For some styles that might be okay, but in classical music, we tend to want a little cleaner oo for most of the singing that we do. So you can be listening, looking, feeling, and as you move up and down through your range, you'll teach your body so much more than if you just pick a random vowel and just go up and down. So alternating between two sounds is great. You can also move through several different sounds. Like we could do e-a-o-oo, e-a-o-e. You can completely mix it up and make yourself a little exercise and change it up, because we want to be working the brain. We want something fresh, but we want it to be a tiny enough fresh thing for you to teach yourself something new every day. So I hope this was helpful. You can let me know how it goes in the comments, and also let me know if you have any questions you'd like me to address in these practice training videos, because my whole goal is to help you become empowered in your vocal practice, especially coming back after 15 months or so of being away from our normal singing routine during the pandemic. So have a great week and let me know how it goes.